let's take a couple minutes and review the meaning of shopper. So when we talk about customers just shopping around, you know, all they want is just a quote. What does that really mean to
They're
you?
trying to find the cheapest price.
So let's write them down. Number one, they're looking for the lowest price.
Lowest price. They want to make sure that, you know, I think like this. I don't just want to go to the first place. I want to ask around.
Okay, so number two, you want to ask around. So what else?
You know, maybe you didn't come with the idea of leaving with them in church today.
Okay, so can we call it not prepared?
Not prepared.
Okay, for regardless of the reason. Okay, what else?
Ask around, not prepared. I think that's what
That would cover? Okay. Now, you are giving me the what's it called? We can call them qualifications of a shopper.
Right.
The intentions of a shopper. Okay, what they're looking for. But what is it? A shopper mean? The meaning of a shopper. What is it?
People at Walmart, it's crazy people. I mean, just somebody looking for something cheap.
Okay, no, that's just one of the factors that they're looking for. So now I'm making you think. Okay, let me tell you exactly the meaning of a shopper. And this is based on my reference. Okay.
Okay.
Not necessarily based on Webster's dictionary. Okay.
Alright.
So a shopper to me, okay, they are looking for something. You are right. They're looking. Okay, ready for this?
Okay, let's see.
For someone to convince them. Okay. So, and see, as soon as an agent, as soon as you understand the whole concept of this and really what this really mean, as far as you know, they're looking for someone to convince them, then your perspective is going to be different. Your approach is going to be different. Because see, sometimes we focus on the wrong area. So, for example, if we're focused on the lowest price, your concern is going to be, let me find my customer the lowest price.
Right.
We're talking of prices. Okay. Second, you said ask around. Then you're going to be concerned about what's it called? You know, giving them the lowest price so they won't continue shopping around.
Right.
Right. Number three, they're not prepared, so you're going to be concerned about what's it called?
How much can I get today?
How much can you get today, or what type of preparation are we talking about? Which is good, because this is part of qualifying. So this is very good, very essential. But what if we could concentrate on the big picture? Something that no one else is thinking about. And that's what makes us different, service. So see, while the majority of the agents are trying to convince a customer, look, we have the lowest option, we have the lowest option, we have the lowest option. You know, you don't have to shop around because we have the lowest option. What are we doing? We're just emphasizing on prices. I'm gonna keep emphasizing on the customer. Look, everyone else is giving you just numbers. Everyone else is giving you the lowest option. They're looking at the most affordable, the cheapest option that's available for you. Versus, I'm gonna make sure that you have the right option. Number two, that you're leaving with all the benefits that you could possibly qualify. And number three, with an option that's reasonable and affordable. But see, my emphasis is not gonna be just strictly on prices. My emphasis is gonna be based on service, based on the whole picture, based on everything across the board. Because I know that as a shopper, they're looking for someone to convince them. They're looking for the lowest price. But realistically, what is the lowest price? What does the lowest price mean? It could be the lowest price for me, but it could be very high for you. Does that make sense? So let's say, for example, if I offer you $50, for you, this may be, you know, reasonable. To me, this $50 may be too much for me. So when do we cross the line of what's the lowest and what's not the lowest? Does that make sense? We focus too much on price versus what we need to focus on is service. I know that the customer, as soon as he sits in front of me, it's going to be my job to convince him. And I'm gonna convince them, not based on the price, I'm gonna convince them based on quality service, based on the information that I provide them, based on all the examples that I use, based on knowledge. You know what they say, knowledge is power. And then I'm gonna compare myself to every single agent that they've spent a couple minutes with. So I'll emphasize on the fact that, look, who's giving you information? Who's giving you knowledge? No one. Everyone's giving you prices. Why? Because everyone considers a shopper, you know, that they're looking for the lowest price, but in reality, they're looking for the best service. They're looking for the most aggressive agent. They're looking for a pro agent. They're looking for someone that knows what they're talking about. They're looking for someone that's going to control the situation, is going to tell them, this is what you need to buy today. This is the best option for you, and this is the reason why it's the best option, and I'm giving you information that no one else is giving you. Does that make sense?
Someone they can trust.
Someone they can trust, absolutely. So, once again, the meaning of a shopper to me, a shopper is looking for someone to convince. Okay, they're looking for the best person to convince. Look at any situation, you know, real life scenario. Let's say, for example, and let's talk about mechanics, for instance. Now, because we're talking about service, not price. Does that make sense?
Right.
So let's say, for example, now let's say you have a mechanic, a family mechanic, someone that you dealt with in the past, and you know, someone that's trustworthy. They're charging you $800 to fix your car. And then you have one of your friends, okay, and they tell you, look, just go talk to this guy. This is a mechanic that we know is very cheap. They're charging you $500. Where would you go, and why?
Sure. I mean, I'd probably stick to my mechanic because I know him already.
Why? It's $300 more. Are you crazy? You want to pay more?
But I know he's telling me the truth.
Okay, so the fact that you trust him, there's at least some sort of relationship, and you know that he's going to take care of it.
Exactly.
So you're willing to pay more.
Exactly.
Even though you're shopping for the best mechanic, even though you have your own mechanic, but you're getting quotes, you're keeping that into perspective just in case.
Right. Of course.
But at the end of the day, even if you find something cheaper, you may just decide to stick with your mechanic. Why? Because once again, you trust him. You know he's not going to take advantage of the situation and charge you more, or tell you that the vehicle has other issues.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Right.
So that's the same thing. That's a shopper is shopping around. But as soon as you convince them that, look, you don't have to look around anymore. You know, you found the agent that you're looking for. As soon as you build that relationship and you gain their trust, okay, then the price is no longer an issue anymore. That's why I told you, lowest prices, asking around, not prepared. These are just qualities of a shopper.
Yeah.
Lowest price, we could convince them that the lowest price is not the best option for them. We could tell them, look, I may set you up with an option where we modify your address and your monthly payment is the lowest, but it doesn't benefit you because you have no coverage. So the lowest option is not the best option. You can shop around, but when we work with 70 different companies, and you're gonna shop around with a company that only offers 10, 15 companies, then we're giving you double, triple the amount of options. So this we could eliminate. Not prepared, what does that mean, not prepared? We give them an option, okay, that is suitable for them, and technically we could work with their budget, then the preparation is no longer an issue, because we're gonna find an option that's suitable for them based on what they could afford. Does that make sense? So we could eliminate all three of them. But once again, they're looking for someone that could convince them. And you'll be amazed. You'll have customers that will tell you, look, you know what? I'm only getting the policy because of the way you're talking to me. You're a smooth talker. Okay, you're giving me information that no one else is giving me. And once again, knowledge is power. So when we talk about shoppers, that's the mentality that I need you to have. Okay? They're here to get a policy, but they're only going to make a decision if you convince them. Any questions as far as this? Okay.